down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They go play action here on first down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there right off the bat. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap, the trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they actually utilize.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. On first down, it's Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Defense gives up a touchdown in the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw, Watson taking a shot for Samuel. It got his man, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Well, this defense for the Saints, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 20. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Saints 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now they try the right side here. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff looking right. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
from the gun. He'll hand this off. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Blake Gillikin in confirmation for the Saints.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Ravens 14, Saints 7.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Room here to run. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
21, Saints 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They find some open field here. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you, and let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to it. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
52 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
1st down, Ravens.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Back to throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and 12. Now it's Watson. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Watson's throw taken in by Miller. Touchdown, Saints! Scotty Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Flushed out right. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. This time they stay on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Watson. Buying time to his left. Over the middle, complete. That's Miller. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
Watson's pass, intercepted.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Ravens 28, Saints 21. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Watson. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now a handoff here to his running back. C.J. Mosley, the former Raven, in there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9 now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a quarterback sneak, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Saints are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 73 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And now here's a carry heading left. Broken tackle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
Back to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Saints 28.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
94 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
It's 2nd and inches.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Here's Watson. toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One last throw here for Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Baltimore, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.